everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be about what's next in love, and I prepared 3 groups for you to choose from. And if you're new here, welcome, and all you have to do is just pick the group or the groups that you feel the most drawn to and go down to the timestamps below, click on each group or groups you feel most drawn to, and that's how you get your reading. So yeah, let's get right into the introduction. So for our group 1, we have the pink tarot deck with the rose quartz. For our group number 2, we have the gold foil tarot deck with the citrine. And for our group number 3, we have the Wade Rider Tarot deck with the tourmaline. Take a few moments of meditation, pause this video if you need to, and I will see you at the click of your timestamps. Hello group 1, if you chose this is your reading. What is coming next? And we're just going to start with the energy check-in. What is going on with your energy right now? And are you open? Are you blocked? Are you healing? Are you attracting love, right? What's going on exactly? So Four of Pentacles tells me that there are things that you are holding on, and I can see that you are sort of like blocked to receiving love in a way that you are doing some actions to sort of like store and preserve your energy. So I can see that group number 1, you might be willing to receive, you might be open to receiving love, but somehow because of some past hurt, or just maybe because you're just being very careful, that you are actually holding on, you're not really moving to take any actions, or you're not really taking actions that could help you, right? And I can see that it's because you might think that this is where you're comfortable right now. Maybe you have been alone, and you must be enjoying some alone time. So perhaps you got used to being alone for so long that you might be thinking to yourself that, well, I'm okay being single, which is great, and this is actually a very good energy, right? You're comfortable being on your own, which is great. But if you're thinking about receiving some love and proceeding to be in a relationship with someone, being very too comfortable, right? This is the point. Being too comfortable being alone can actually lead to the stage where you're very, very independent, way too much. More than, how it's okay to sometimes get help, it's okay to not be so independent all the time, right? So this is a card that might be telling you that you might need to let go of some self-preserving thoughts and actions that are actually blocking you to receive some love. So this is telling you, are you going out of your comfort zone? And if not, you might need to let go of some habits, or maybe just some sort of self-preserving thought that you're okay and you might be too independent, and that might actually block you to attracting the love that you deserve in your life, right? And yeah, I can see that you are actually just not really stepping out of the comfort zone right now. Sort of energy is going on. And you might be also holding on to some of the past relationships, or maybe even some false hopes about relationships in the past, and maybe that's why you're still holding on to things and you're not really progressing to the next type of relationships that is better and that is actually meant for you and the one that you actually deserve, right? So This is a general reading, so that's why I'm getting a lot of messages. Take the one that is true for you, right? So yeah, group 1, this is your current energy right now. And I want to know, like, what is going on? Why are you holding on to and why are you stuck in this comfort zone? And what things are influencing your love life? Let's take a look. Okay, 5 of Pentacles tells me that in the past, you might have been feeling as though you have been left out and you haven't been taken care of too well, right? And that sort of like relationship where it felt like it was very one-sided has made you feel as though you don't want to pursue any more future relationships. So I can see that you have felt disappointed in the past, and this past influence is sort of like making you to have this current energy where you're not willing to try to go on new dates with new people, or maybe you're just comfortable with where you are now without experimenting, right? And I can see that that's what's happening is because of this past influence. And yeah, maybe you have been in relationships where you tried to communicate your thoughts, feelings, needs and wants, but then you just felt like they didn't understand you, like you felt like you were talking to a wall, or maybe you were made to think or feel that your feelings and thoughts didn't really reach to the other person as much as you hoped it would. And I can see that because of that, you have been feeling as though, well, what's the point, right, of going out of my comfort zone and trying to be in a new relationship with new person, because they're going to invalidate or they're not going to understand me anyways, sort of mindset right now. So I can see that you have definitely been in the wrong relationships that you did not deserve to be in. And this is why this past influence is having so much impact on your current energy. It's just because you just feel as though it's just a lose-lose game for you when it comes to relationships. And I can see that because of that kind of experiences that you've had in the past, you're not willing to try new things anymore. So yeah. And I want to see what is coming next in your love then. Right now, this is your current energy, right? So I want to know what is next. What is the next major event in your love life that might perhaps hopefully change this? So what is the next major life event? Ooh, 5 of Swords. This is a very heavy card. Group number 1, I feel as though you have just gone through like a breakup, or maybe you're just in your healing stage right now where you just feel like you sort of accepted what happened, but at the same time you just feel very like impacted by it still. And I can see that maybe you're revisiting a lot of like past relationships and what happened in the past a lot. Even though like the person that you're thinking of right now, right? The person or the people who broke your heart, I believe that they seem very indifferent to you right now, but it's only you who seem to sort of like care about what happened, is your situation. And what's coming next in your love life has to do with you moving past this stage in life. So I can see that you need to really stop to look back at your past, which means instead of being stuck in this victim mindset, right? Just instead of thinking like, well, I got treated very badly and the relationship wasn't really what I thought it would be, and it really disappointed me, right? Instead of being stuck in that self-wallowing and self-sadness stage, or maybe even revisiting the past hurt stage, I can see that your next stage in life should start off you. Just stop to look back at the past and then start to look inwards, right? And really try to think about what things you need to be grateful for. So instead of being stuck in the past, think about what lessons, right, that you need to take for the future relationships. And instead of trying to make the people from your past understand you, you need to really move past that stage and give yourself the validation that those people did not give you, right? So it's like you cannot ask for the people who broke your heart to heal you. You have to be the one to do it, right? So this card is telling me that the next stage in your love life, the next major event that has to come in your love life is you really just taking your control back in your own life, and you really loving yourself again and getting out of this victim mindset and really getting out there and regaining your own freedom, right? So instead of thinking that you were a victim to that situation, which, yeah, maybe you were a victim or maybe not, but either way, right? You've got to come out of that stage at some point. So yeah, okay, you can feel sad, but you need to come out of that stage and start to really take control by asking yourself what you want for your next relationships and so on, and really remind yourself that you are free now to choose whoever you want in your next relationships and that you're not helpless, right? So this is the card that really suggests that you need to really think about what areas of your life that you feel grateful for, and just try to find sort of like positive lessons that you can learn from the past hurt and past experiences, and try to heal yourself instead of hoping that the other people will finally understand and heal you, right? And I can see that maybe it's because you might be struggling a lot with forgiving. It can be forgiving yourself or forgiving people who hurt you in the past, and maybe that's why you keep on looking at the past. But this is telling you that even if you don't forgive people, you can still be at peace, right? So this is telling you to really take care of yourself finally, and stop to focus on things and people that are not really working or caring for you anymore. Okay, so I want to know what energy or what person is entering your love life soon. Okay, let's see what person is entering your life soon. Three of Pentacles tells me that the person that is entering your life soon is someone who possesses the qualities that you really appreciate. So it's someone who value family, who value their friends. They do not take people for granted, right? They just have this appreciation for people and even physical items in their lives, that they're not the one to throw away people or things like super fast. So they know how to savor and appreciate and invest in the relationships that they truly value. And this is a person that once they enter your life, they are willing to really get to know you slowly. They don't have unrealistic expectations that you should be perfect person, and this is the person that can accept your imperfections and still love you. And to me, that is the definition of true love, right? Acknowledging that nobody is perfect, but choosing to get to know this person and choosing to love this person every day. That is true love. And I can see that this person entering your life is going to do exactly that. So group 1, if you have been in relationships where you felt undervalued or underappreciated or even misunderstood, I can see that this new person entering your life is going to finally make you feel seen and heard. Because I can see that the person entering your love life is someone who is very emotionally available and emotionally mature. This is the type of person who will make a mistake, but they will not deflect, right? They will make a mistake, they will reflect on their mistakes, they will not get defensive and make you feel as though you are the problem for expressing your feelings. And this is in another word, this person is a reasonable person and emotionally healthy person. So I can see that this is a person who will really soothe your anxiety when it comes to relationships. And this is the person that you can really depend on when something major happens in your life. You know that this person has their back and has your back, and this person will be there, right? And I want to know a little bit more about this person entering your love life. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of like Pentacles card. So this reminds me you might be earth sign, or the person entering your love life might be an earth sign. So by Six of Pentacles tells me that the person entering your love life is someone who is very generous and they are not calculative, right? So what do I mean by that? Some people might be very emotionally immature, that if they do something for you, they keep an account of that, right? It's a bit petty, but some people are like that. And maybe you've had that type of people as your love partners in the past. But yeah, this new person entering your life is not petty like that. They are willing to be generous with their time, energy, money, love, whatever it takes. And it's not because they expect the same things. It's because they have that emotional availability and they have that emotional capacity to give without expecting, which is again the definition of true love. And I can see that this person is the person who is capable of doing that. And yeah, this is actually really, I can see a very emotionally available and emotionally healthy person entering your love life. I love this energy. So I want to know what challenges that you should be aware of in what's next in your love life. What challenges and energy should you be aware of? Okay, so Four of Wands is telling me that when it comes to your sort of like your feeling, passion and desire, I feel as though you might feel like you don't want to, you know, take things super slow, but you also don't want to take things super fast. So I can see that you are thinking of marriage already, and you might be afraid to push people away when it comes to the topic of marriage. So I can see that when it comes to your passion desires, you really want to marry, but you're afraid that this passion and desire might not match the person that is coming next in your love life. So, but this is a challenge card, which means that instead of worrying about, you know, if the next person is the perfect match for your future spouse, you should instead worry about if they are actually good partners first. So this challenge card just tells me that you need to take things a bit slower than you want to take. So which means you might want to invest in more time than you initially planned in order to get to know the person before you talk of marriage. Or you might want to really like try and, you know, have more fun instead of dating super seriously, right? And this might be contrary to what your dating style is like usually, but, you know, just sometimes letting your guard down and not taking things too seriously can actually get you manifest the type of future spouse that you're meant to be with. Which means that if you sort of, you know, get super serious, and then you have all these strict criterias. But then if one person doesn't match one of the 5 criteria, for example, you might be quick to drop that person, right? So that's why this is telling you to have more fun. Even if they don't have that 1 out of 5 qualities, still try to get to know them, and they might actually be, surprisingly, the future spouse marriage material for you, is what this card is telling you. So yeah. And I want to know what lesson and what messages do you need to hear in order to proceed in your love life. Okay, so Page of Swords is telling me that when it comes to meeting new people, you need to use a little bit of your logical mind instead of your emotional mind. So this is telling you to read between the lines and trust your intuition, and also to be curious about what the other person wants in their life as well. And this is telling you to weigh pros and cons of dating one person as well. And also to communicate, right? Communicate a lot, as much as you can. Even if you feel like you're over communicating, try to communicate more even, because maybe in the past you haven't been able to communicate as much as you wished, and maybe that caused some troubles. So this is telling you to communicate a lot, and to know when to draw the lines and set the boundaries. So be firm on setting boundaries, and be firm on your standards, right? And use your intuition and your wit to really like drop the people that you just know that aren't good for you long term, and just make that quick decision sometime to, you know, rip the band-aid off, and so that you make space for better people. So yeah, this is the reading that I got for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and leave a pink heart emoji if you watched until the end. Let me know your thoughts, ideas for future videos, and I will see you in my next videos. Hello group 2, if you chose this is your reading for what's next in love. This is Citrin, all about that success, wealth, and just a very good card for attracting those things. So already like very big energy going on, group 2. So first of all, let's do the energy check-in. What is your current energy in love? Swords, wow. Ace of Swords is all about being super determined, and I can see that you are actually ready. You're ready for a new relationship, you're ready to start over, you're ready, you're open, you're just excited to go on to this new sort of love journey, and you also have already set the standards for what you want in your next relationship. And I can see that you just have this go-getter energy right now, and I can see that you're just willing to do what it takes in order to attract the best love that you deserve, and I love that. This is all about being very ready for your next relationship, whatever it may be, right? Whether it's going to be soulmate, twin flame, or the one that you're going to end up with, your future spouse. So I want to know what else. What recent past influence is shaping your love life? Ooh, a lot of like energy, group 2. So I got the energy from here. Let's take it. The Chariot, wow. So this confirms that, yeah, there has been some examples where you have been taking super slow steps in your love life. You haven't been like assertive as much as you want to, and then you tried something new. recently, which is being more assertive, being more open, being more communicative, and being a little bit more adventurous and going out of the comfort zone. And this has really paid you well. This has really given you some results, whether it's being in a relationship that taught you lesson about other people or about yourself, or whether it's has been relationship where you realize that you want more of that kind of traits and qualities in another person. I see that you have really taken some assertive actions that had led you to having these important realizations about what you want in your own love life. And because of this past action and influence, that's why you have been super excited and eager to take on new challenges. And I can see that you have like a very positive mindset and mantra right now, and attitude also towards your love life. And I can see that even if you experienced bad relationships or just bad interactions, I can see that you actually take those bad actions as lessons and bad interactions as something not to do for the future, right? And because of that, I can see that you have this very clear mind about what direction you want to go in your love life. So yeah, this is your current energy, and I'm loving that. You have a very positive go-getter energy right now. So I want to know, what is coming next in love? What is the next event in your love life that's going to shape it? Ooh, Knight of Swords. I love it. A lot of swords and very fast energy going on. And this tells me that the next event in your life is someone that is going to really be not shy about their feelings towards you. And this person is going to come into your life super fast, and this person is going to not waste a second, right? Telling you their feelings, and this person is going to be very upfront with you about their feelings. And this person looks like they didn't even have to think about pursuing you. So I can see that this person entering your life is going to be a big shift in your love life. And I can see that this person is someone who is really going against the wind as well, right? So someone who is very bold and very daring and adventurous, which might be the traits that you actually value in your partner group too. So yeah, this event of someone entering your life could be the next major shift. Okay, I want to know why. Why is it a major shift, right? Of course, it's a love interest. That's why it's a major shift, but why? Okay. Pentacles. Okay. Why is because I believe that you have been wanting to build your own family for a long time, and you do not like people who play games too much, who play mind games, who stop to text you after a while, who, just do sort of psychological games that you do not appreciate. And you don't really like people who have this sort of passive communication style. You really value people who actively pursue you and who really get down to the bottoms of it, right? Who really get down to why you're dating. Like, is it the end goal marriage? And if it's the person who is willing to say, yes, my end goal of dating is marriage, you really value that, right? So I can see that this person who is very vocal about their true end goal in the dating life coming into your life is going to completely change your dating life, because then you finally get the clarity on what type of person you want in your love life. So this person might be the person you might be in a relationship next, right? Very strong sign that this person is your next lover. So I want to know what person is, and what people, what energy, what person is entering your love life soon. Okay. Wow. Very fast energy. One's energy tells me 8 of Wands. Again, I always tell this, but it's a very fast moving energy. So this person I can see might be coming into your life very, very soon, and this person is going to be absolutely sure about wanting to be with you, and this person is going to really make sure that you feel loved and you know that you are the only one for them in their mind right now. So I'm even getting sort of feeling of like love at first sight sort of scenario going on here. But yeah, this is a very, very fast energy moving on, and I think that because you might have been putting on a lot of work, group 2, to manifest the type of energy and to manifest the type of person you want in your life, that you finally are manifesting that person fast, right? And it's not like fast as in you do not deserve this kind of love, but it's fast in your hard work, group 2, finally paying off. And I can see that it really comes from your past actions of really going at it in your dating life, right? And learning your lessons and really trying to write down what qualities you want and really imagining the type of person you want to be with for the rest of your life. And it's finally paying off, right? Finally, this person enters your life because of your hard work of cutting people who are not meant to be in your life fast, and really making space for people or the person that is truly meant to be in your life. And this is why this kind of love opportunity, this kind of person is entering your life. And I can see that it's because of your energy, group 2, right? You have this energy where you're not afraid to speak up your mind if someone is being bad to you, right? Even on the first date, you're not afraid to say your mind, and that is super attractive to the right person, and that cancels out all the wrong person and attracts the good person, right? So I think because of that energy that you have, you are really attracting the person you're meant to be with, right? And I can see that perhaps you have done a lot of inner work and energy work within yourself, group 2, and this is why you attract this person really well. And this is why this person is so sure of you, because you, group 2, have reached a stage where you feel comfortable with who you are, what you want in your dating life, and this person entering your life see that, right? They see that you are perfect exactly as you are now, and they really love that about you, and that is why they're super sure of you. Okay, so I want to know what kind of challenges or blocks next in love that you should be aware of, if there is anything to be aware of. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this tells me that, you know, sometimes you might need to take things slow instead of, we see that this is a very fast moving energy, and then I asked, okay, what challenge do you need to be aware of? What do you need to be aware of? And then this very slow moving energy comes out, which confirms that, make sure that yes, this person is super sure of you, and you really appreciate this new person who is ready to be with you and who is very emotionally invested in you and very passionate about you, right? But this card is telling you to take it slow. So this person might be coming with a very fast energy, but it's your choice, group 2, to slow that person down. And that can mean a lot of things, right? Slowing someone down can mean telling them that, simply as telling them, I want to take things slow, right? Or it can be just telling them not to super idealize you, right? Because if someone comes to you super fast, they might be idealizing some of you subconsciously without knowing, and sometimes that kind of idealization puts some pressure on you, right, group 2, and you don't want that. You want someone to love you for who you are and not to form unrealistic expectations about you that you cannot really live up to, right? So you might want to take it slow by telling them that reality, right? This person entering your life might be a very romantic and very foolishly in love type of person, and maybe that's why you might need to put some perspective. Use your strength, group 2. Your strength is knowing how to communicate your realizations and your analysis of situations, right, group 2. You have the power to see things from a big picture point of view, right? And if you communicate those big picture kind of things, well, then you can really start to have this right balance in your next love life, right? And trust me, if this person is the right one for you, and even like a marriage material, this person will be able to meet you in the middle, and you'll be able to meet him or her in the middle as well. And yeah, this is the card that just tells you to balance it out. Make sure that you're not taking things super fast. Make sure that the other person is not taking things super fast, and make sure you're not taking things super slow as well. So find a middle ground that works for the both of you, right? So yeah, this is the challenge that you should really consider about. So I want to know, what can you do to attract and manifest the best love outcome? Ooh, already one card pops out. A lot of big energy, group 2. Okay, wow, Temperance. You see, this card just confirms that balance is the key, and this card is telling you to balance out I can see that the person entering your love life might be super infatuated with you, that sometimes they might get lost in going after the short-term pleasures instead of thinking long-term, like marriage, and that can actually lead to some imbalances, right? So for example, group 2, if you want marriage but this person is focused on the short-term pleasures right now instead of marriage, you might want to balance it out by clearly communicating your long-term goals of this relationship, so that each person in the relationship knows what to expect and what level this relationship is all about, right? But you might want to do it at the right time. Okay, yeah, Temperance card just confirms that just having a nice balance can be nice. I'm also getting the energy of investing some of your energy and love into friendships outside of the love life as well, group 2. So think about friends that you haven't been able to connect with for a while. Think about family. Think about even like nature, and think about even alone time that you haven't been able to have. So remember, I told you that maybe you have been dating around, finding out, learning lessons, or maybe you have been busy with dating around. So try and take alone time if that's what you have been doing, because I can see that you might be in need of putting your energy somewhere else other than just dating around all the time. So yeah, doing all of those things will actually bring balance back into your own love life, right? When you take alone time and you fill your cups, you finally, when you come back, you feel more emotionally available and ready and recharged to give the love to the person in your love life, right? So yeah, this card is just telling you to do that. Exactly. Try to balance between you and the other person, or you and yourself, right? So both internal and external things need to be balanced, is what I see. And Ten of Cups just tells me that really remind yourself and stick by your own value group too. I can see that family is what you value, building a happy family with children, having a house in nature, or just having a healthy, emotionally fulfilling relationship is what you want, right, at the end. And this card is telling you to really align your actions with this value, which means that do not waste time on relationships that are not going anywhere. You know that it's not going to lead to marriage. Just leave that kind of relationship is what this card tells you. And do things that really align you to become the best parent that you can in the future too, right? What it is to be the good parent is up to your value, depends on your value. So this is really up to your self-reflection as well, group 2. So yeah, this is telling you that these are the two actions, balance and aligning your actions with your values are two things that you can do to really attract the best love result, right? And I want to know the final message that you might need to hear, group 2. What message do you need to hear right now about your love life and what is next in your love life? I feel energy here. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Wow. So yeah, this one is actually confirming that first initial reading, right? I told you you have a positive mindset and attitude no matter how bad the situations have gotten, either in relationships. And I can see that you are a very strong, resilient person who has this good, very nice belief and faith that you have the power. You are not the victim to the situation, and you can rise up and take actions to really control and really take your life into your own hands, because you are the one who is in charge of your own life and you know it. And you're the type of person who is very resilient, strong, and kind, no matter how much hardships you've been through in the past. And this is telling you to really, keep on doing this kind of attitude and mindset. Keep on having this kind of faith in yourself. And this is going to attract the love that you deserve and the love that you're meant to be with. So yeah, and this applies to both love with other people and love with yourself as well, which is really beautiful message. So yeah, group 2, this is the reading for you. If you watched until the end, leave a yellow heart emoji down in the comments. Let me know what you thought and what videos you want to see next, and I will see you in my next videos. Hello group 3. So if you chose this is your reading, and this is tourmaline, all about stability and grounding. So group 3, let's get right into it. What is next in love? And let's get into the energy first. What energy do you have right now? Group 3. Wow. So group 3, I can see that you're doing a lot of inner work that requires a lot of softness, calm, and also a lot of healing energy, right, is going on. I can see that you have been doing things that really heal your heart and really bring you back to who you are inside. And perhaps you have gone through a breakup or a bad relationship, or a relationship that just wasn't meant to be. And I can see that you are doing your best to take on activities that you have missed while you were in the wrong relationship, or you have been just doing actions that truly align with who you are as a person. And I can see that you are finally putting those emotional cups into your own pool, right? Just like here. And I can see that you are just being super honest and being very vulnerable with yourself on as to which parts of you need healing, right? Is it the childhood trauma that need to be healed before you can continue to have a relationship, or is it just the relationship trauma or just the bad interactions from the previous relationships, or maybe from friendships that have ended, or maybe just self-judgments? Whatever it is that you're healing from, you are very honest and you're being very vulnerable and honest with yourself on those issues, and you're just trying to be the best version of you as you can while trying to enjoy life, right? You're not pushing yourself to heal fast as well. You're doing it in a very kind and self-respecting way. And I can see that you are willing to try new things in order to reach to that sort of emotional calm stage, right? And maybe that's why you were drawn to this group. This tourmaline is all about grounding energy, and maybe you have been doing some grounding exercise, or maybe you just need those grounding exercises. Whatever it is, group 3, let's get into what past influences are shaping your love life. What past influences are shaping your love life? Group 3. 5 of Wands is all about conflict, and it's all about trying to be heard in a group settings, but then no one is really willing to listen to each other, and no one is really willing to stand up for each other, and no one is really willing to see each other eye to eye, right? So I believe that in the past you have gone through a situation similar to this. This is a general reading, so I would just tell you all the messages that I interpret and I can sense, but this is telling me that in the past you have just not been heard and seen as much as you wished, and you have been through situations where you might have felt ostracized, right? You might have felt isolated, or you might have felt like you had to prove yourself to people or to a person, or you just felt like maybe I'm just being too much and maybe it's not them and it's me. Maybe you have gone through some self-blame periods as well because of the conflicts that are around you. A lot of drama going on that just has a negative impact on you, and that is not the environment that you want to be in, right? Both internally or externally, right? You have gone through some sort of conflicts, and I can see that because of this, you have been doing this healing work as of the moment. So this is the current energy that you are currently going through right now in connection to your love life. So what is next in love? I want to know what's the major change, what's the major event in your love life that's going to change your current love life. What major event will happen? Ooh, 3 of Wands is telling me that you might go on a trip or a visit to a place that is a bit distant from where you are now. So I can see travel, I can see visit, I can also see you finally taking some time alone to self-reflect and to really find who you are again. So I can see that whatever it is you will do, you're going to do something out of your comfort zone. You're going to be in a place that is not the place you're usually in. So you're going to be in a different place, right? Like through traveling or visiting, or you might be in a different place internally through self-reflection and taking alone time or being with people. So I can see that you will be in a very different space, either physically or emotionally, or maybe both, right? And I can see that this is a major shift that is going to shape your love life next. So by doing so, it's a possibility that you might meet someone on your travels, or it's a possibility that you might finally realize what type of person you want to manifest in your love life, right? So I can see that this event of you being in a very totally different environment than you usually are is going to really be a big event for your love life. So very like deciding love life, you know. So I want to know what person or what energy is entering your love life soon. Let's see what type of energy, what type of person. Oh, the Emperor is this person entering your love life is going to be someone who is very authoritative, who is very charismatic, and this person might be the leader of their groups, right? Their communities. They like to be the person who leads the meetups or hangouts, and they like to be on top of things. They are very ambitious as well, and they're almost like a father figure, which means that they have a lot of wisdom and knowledge that comes from experiences, and that comes from years and years of self-reflection and years of inner work. So this person entering your love life is going to be someone that you can respect, and someone that you really can admire, right? And someone that you can truly feel inspired by is what I see. So if you're someone who values independence, right? Someone who can really support themselves without needing too much help, and someone who is able to think for themselves instead of just following the crowds, right? This person is like that. This person knows to think for themselves, like they're not easily influenced. If people are telling this person that water is not wet, for example, this person is going to be like, well, I don't think so. They're going to stand by their beliefs very strongly because they're a very self-assured person. So this person they know what the truth is and they stand by it, and they're very reasonable people as well. And this person is very dependable, this person is very strong, this person is very resilient, very resourceful, and someone you can truly trust as well. And this person just feels like this person can be a very rock, right? Someone you can do right or die sort of person. This person is very quality type of person. Once you have this kind of person in your life, it would be foolish to let this type of person go, right? So yeah, this person is entering your love life soon, and that is really good energy going on. And what else? What energy, what person or people are entering your love life? Five of Pentacles tells me that the energy that is entering your love life also has some sort of like abandonment energy going on. So I think that you might have a person who enters your life, and you both might connect by talking about your past trauma, maybe like childhood trauma or something like just the past hurts from either friendships or relationships. But this energy tells me that you're going to connect with this new person entering your love life by shared experiences of pain. Pain where you've been left out, pain where you've had no choice but to grow from it, right? Because it's so difficult situation that you really have no choice but to keep on walking, and you really have no choice but to carry yourself alone through that lonely experience and lonely life. So I can see that the person entering your life and you might share those negative experience that have shaped you to who you are today. And actually, this just tells me that you're going to understand each other on a very deep emotional level, right? You're going to understand your struggles and the the extent to which you both have come to where you are now as a person, as people, right? Maybe in the past you've both been in a very hard situations and relationships where you just feel very lonely and no one understood you, and then finally you really grow into amazing adults, right? So yeah, I can see that you're both going to understand each other on this emotionally connected level because of these shared experiences. And maybe you even have very similar life experiences that you've gone through, is what I see. Okay. And what else? I want to know a bit more about this person entering your love life. Let's get more info about this person. So yeah, very masculine and very logical energy is going on. So this person, I can see that is very a head person. They do not like to manipulate people emotionally, right? Because they're very logical, and sometimes they just don't really see the point of being emotionally manipulative to people, because they know that the best way to really gain respect is by being authentic, which is by telling truth. So this person is very not emotionally manipulative, right? Is my point. And this person is also very intelligent. This person is very head oriented person, and this person knows and can sense BS from far away. And this person sees the big picture when it comes to situations and people, right? So for example, if in the situation where one person is getting bullied, but it seems as though the person getting bullied is the problem on the outside, right? This person entering your love life is going to sense that BS, that the victim is the person who is being bullied, right? And not the other way around. So this person is very sharp and very quick to know how to read between the lines as well. They know the atmosphere that goes underneath the expressions, like they can really catch on to the aggressions, like microaggressions that are not obvious in day-to-day interactions. They can sense BS and fake people, you know? So this person is a very, very good BS detector. And this person is also very good at communicating their truth. They're very good at seeing like people for who they are and saying that directly without any sugarcoating. So this person is going to be someone that you know cannot stand injustice. They love it when there is some sort of like moral justice also. They love it when the people that they have in their circle are the ones who are authentic to themselves and to the people around them. So this person is also very selective of people in their lives. And this person knows when to cut people off. They don't keep the wrong people in their lives, right? It's not because they don't value people, but it's because they value the quality more than quantity. So I'm getting the sense that this person is an introverted leader type of person, right? They have this leadership, resourcefulness, but they're also very introspective, very big picture person as well. So I'm getting like, if you know MBTI, I'm getting like a lot of ENTJ, INTJ, INTP, ENTP type of vibes, right? So they might be introverted extrovert or extroverted introvert type of vibes around that MBTI or ISTJ. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I see about their sort of like, yeah, the energy and the personality of the person entering your life. And if you're the person who needs protection, this person is very protective of the people around them. And it's because they choose people very, very selectively. They know that the people they chose is good, no doubt about it. So they're going to protect the ones that they love till the end. They're not going to be influenced, and they're not going to just abandon you because some people just love to create chaos, right? They're going to be there for you no matter what the situations might hold. So they're also very loyal, is what I see. Okay, so I want to ask, what challenges in your love life next that you should be aware of? What things you should be aware of? Okay, so the things that you should be aware of is not really like going with the flow. And this one is Wheel of Fortune. It is all about letting like your life into the cycle of life, right? It's all about trusting in how things are turning out for you. So in terms of challenge card, this Wheel of Fortune tells you that you need to go with the flow. You need to really have faith in how things are going. Because right now, maybe you feel as though you're not healing as much as you want to be healed. Or maybe you just feel like you're too much stuck in the past. Or maybe you feel like you're not moving forward as fast as you wish you could, right? And this is telling you that you are on the right path, and don't worry and don't rush it, and really have faith in how things and life is turning out for you. And never go back to where, like the environments where it really broke your soul, right? It really made you feel bad. And maybe this is telling you, if you made a decision recently, like the decision to cut off people, or the decision to cut certain habits, but you feel as though you should go back to those people or go back to those habits just because you don't feel like it's working, right? Maybe the progress is slow. This is telling you that do not go back, and really go for it. Really trust in your decisions and never doubt, second guess yourself, is what this card really wants you to know. So yeah, I want to know what is the message that you need to hear, Group 3. What is the message you need to hear? Oh. The presence of love will always cast out fear. So this is telling you that once you surround yourself with the emotionally healthy person, you're going to finally, get used to the healthy love that you've always deserved. And no matter how your past trauma prevents you from trusting people, in the end, love will always win, right? Which means that as long as you surround yourself and be very selective about the people that you let inside your love life and inside your heart, right? As long as those are healthy people, your fear is going to be cast out and you're going to win over it. And this is telling you that you're on the right path and you're doing the best that you can. And even if the progress is slow, trust that everything is working out the way that it should be, and you're not missing out on the things that you're meant to experience, right? So yeah, this is everything, the reading I got for you, Group 3. Let me know what you thought if you watched till the end. Leave a black heart emoji down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what videos you want to see next in the comments. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next videos. Like and subscribe.